LaabTakes take one, soft sticks mark.
All right, guys, we finally done it. We finally launched FilmLaab apparel. This has been a long time coming. And the way we went about doing this is kind of like how we always deal with our own personal projects for ourselves. It was last minute, it was chaotic. It started with us deciding the week before that we're gonna do an in-person launch event. It was down to the wire because we're planning out some huge productions, and finally at about 5:15, 5:30, I started rallying everybody. I said, hey, people are showing up here at 6 p.m. for an event and we have nothing ready. So we were pulling out apparel, hanging it up, getting a spotlight in there and trying to make the whole thing just feel like it was a really intentional experience. And although it was last second, it really was. And what was so cool was to see all the different people from the different parts of FilmLaab's journey come out and support. Teammates who worked with us for years but have since left onto new opportunities. We had fans and friends from online that we'd never met before who came out to support. And then we also had family members, my wife, kids showed up. It was such a surreal experience to see all these people coming to support us in person with our first physical product. And initially, we kind of just made shirts for the crew. When we're on set, people know who we were, all that stuff. The homies who've been here a long time from the beginning know. And it's just really cool now, years later, to have had so many people reach out to express interest in. So after a crazy in-person launch event, I even stayed up till 3 a.m. working on a client project to hit the deadline. We decided to launch the online store the next day on Tuesday. Now, as with how things go because of these last minute revisions we had to do, all these different things, I actually had to end up putting together our launch video for this piece. We were supposed to launch at 11 a.m., ended up being around 1 p.m. by the time we finally posted the piece. And again, the goal wasn't to just make a ton of money and sell a ton of apparel, although that would be nice. The real goal was to find a way to connect with our community both in person and online and be able to help people wear and represent what they do with filming and support FilmLaab in what they wear. And putting together this website actually was a fun experience. Worked on it with my cousin Josh, our friend Zach Bingham actually helped out, and then Austin, the man behind the camera, also came in clutch at the 11th hour to help me with some stuff too. Really happy with how it turned out. These different collections, these different things we were able to pull together. It was a pretty seamless experience. We're actually gonna be shipping out the first products today. I'm gonna be packaging that up, shipping them off, and I don't know, it's all just starting to feel real. And honestly, I gotta say, that's why I think Robert Downey Jr. becoming Tony Stark was the most significant casting decision in all of film.
For your consideration, the Jericho.
I agree.
You want to tell us how busy last week was?
Last week was a very white hair inducing experience for me.
One of our biggest projects to date. Honestly though, we had a smaller crew than we're used to having because you and Grayson were at the event, but we did more pre-pro than we have probably ever.
Dang.
And we wrapped early every day. The crew rallied. I think we got some of the coolest shots that we've ever gotten.
Dang. That's pretty sick. You gotta come look at this TV. The ex-roommate came by and wasn't happy. Don't know what it is. Don't know why they weren't happy, but that's why they're the ex-roommate.
Today, we are shooting for Czech City, and it's basically just chaos. We've got a crazy guy cutting a couch in half. He cut a TV in half, he's breaking a fountain, and he's gonna crash my sister's car into a mailbox.
Last week, I took a nap on this couch.
You did?
In the van.
Disgusting, but.
I took a great nap.
Get it? Like that commercial with like Mr. Clean and he's doing it.
Yeah. You do bear a striking resemblance to him.
We got a blowtorch. We're gonna go melt some snow, make it not look like wintertime. It snowed last night.
Setting up for the first scene where he's sawing, crazy ex-roommate is sawing the couch in half. So we have our broken TV, we have our broken nasty couch, and we're trying to make it look really pretty.
Today we are rocking the red V-Raptor X
8K baby.
8K, baby.
Got the DZO Kata zooms on, and then the nice little addition to this setup is the new Tilta Mirage Pro matte box. Freaking incredible matte box. It's huge, but you get VND in it and 3 slots for drop-in filters, 4x5s. DJI transmitter on the back, and yeah, it's just this nice little compact setup that we're rocking today. It makes everything look gorgeous. So, but to do that and then pull out to this wide of the couch is almost not possible with our setup.
Digital zoom and then dolly out.
If we do like,
do
like 2 different shots, like get this camera with like the wide angle physically up to his face, and then do like a pull out,
because it's supposed to reveal the chaos. Because it's like, I think that would make it easier, because at the same time too, the timing wise, it might be easier timing wise to match the narrator, where it's like it starts off zoomed in and then it scales out.
I mean, we could still do like this, and then we pull out and then do a digital pull out as well on top of it, just so that we're getting like that practical.
They also have one on one on sticks, that just in case, because I'm like, I like this the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing good.
Time-wise, we're still cooking.
It's 5:15, so we need to just get this shot.
Okay, and speed.
We can get to.
Let's just pull.
I mean, I just need it to go like this, so I don't know
some apples.
I don't know what the conversation was for that. We can hold. Yeah, we can hold this here and then drop it. When we see it collapse, wouldn't it be down low to see it topple down?
Do you want to do like a kind of like wide looking up sort of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was thinking that would make sense.
So Captain Sketch, apple box in the sides here, get us up off the ground. What we came up with was a little 2x4 action. Pull the rug out, 2x4 falls over, middle drops down.
And action.
1 Charlie, take 2, soft sticks, Mark.
My couch.
It was 3 days, 3 scripts, 3 different locations, a smaller team than we're used to. Chainsaws, we had water fountains breaking, we had water coming out of the sink. It was just very prop heavy, more prop heavy than we've ever had. We had a prop master, she was great, but yeah, it was just a lot.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. What would Mitch do? What would Mitch do? I don't know him because I'm not Mitch. What would he do? Oh.
Shout out Taylor, shout out Danny, shout out Josh, shout out Branson, shout out Austin for shooting BTS. Shout Megan out twice. 1, 2, go Maggie. Absolutely crazy. And while they were sawing couches in half, having a good old time, me, Grayson, and the podcast team were shooting an event for Qualtrics. It was X4, which is their largest event of the year. They invite all of the big brands that they work with. They have huge speakers. They had Rick Rubin there. They had Gwen Stefani. They had people from Walmart, from KFC, all these major brands there representing, talking about customer experience and how to leave a lasting impression on people, which was really cool for us to listen to. 2 days straight of just nonstop shooting, offloading footage, sorting it, doing same day or next day edits, and it was absolutely hectic. We were all so burnt out after just 2 days of doing it, and it reminded me why I love scripted, awesome projects, and events are fun but painful.
So right now we're at the X4 event for Qualtrics. What we are doing here is we're capturing just a bunch of social media content. In total, we have like 40 different deliverables that we're gonna be doing. We need to capture enough stuff, sort through the footage, edit it, put it all together.
I need to learn how to freaking change Sony settings. I'm a Canon boy.
So we're leaving the main stage area because they moved up some of the interviews in the park to 10:30, and so we need to go get those lights set up, get some of our cameras ready. Luckily we have a good team. Everybody is filming. Everybody's just running around doing their job, which is great. And so I'm confident that we're gonna crush this. I brought this light. If we could plug in somewhere, that would be, well, I guess they do have this. Maybe we could plug it in. Okay, so right now we're just gonna film this common font booth just to get some cool B-roll, so when we do the edit and the interview, we can just throw some B-roll up over their questions.
We are hearing from people at KFC, New Balance, all these awesome brands. And we're here just kind of filming the whole thing. We're capturing stuff for their socials. So this is requiring our team going into a lot of different rooms at the same time, capturing different types of content. Some of this is also same day editing. Kind of hectic, but it's been fun. How do you really make it interesting? So
it's like B-roll.
B-roll. Yeah, so obviously it's like creative shooting, but it's also figuring out what are the shots that are actually gonna like articulate what I need to have happen, and then what do I need to just do in post to bring it together. So
I was like trying to get different angles. I was like,
and your handheld too, so you're just like, ah.
I know, I'm like, all these shots he's getting 10 times better than me.
No.
I have a couple good close-ups, different angles.
Every time I like come to something like this, and I'm like, okay, they paid us this much money to capture this experience, and I'm like, holy cow! And I come in, and I see how unreal, like how much time and effort they've already put into it. It puts the pressure on, like in a good way. No, you didn't. That's awesome.
Little hyperlapse action.
Filming X4, the biggest experience somewhere in the world. This is going to be amazing.
Ready to go out and tell the world about our new experience agents.
We got executive forum for Qualtrics. Super excited to host them.
255 million customers.
Just waiting for the crowd to move so I can go film. Don't mind me. Come on, somebody. Go in, give me something to film. Oh, this guy. No, oh, never mind. He's doing it.
I'm gonna read one.
Oh. So we've been in the cold winter months here in Utah, and so it's finally warm enough outside for us to go on runs, go bike, go on these creative walks. We're kind of just getting the creative juices flowing, so had to come film outside. But with that, I want to talk about kind of a new series that we are launching, and it's called Lab Cuts. And you probably have already seen it on our YouTube, but I was running into a problem where we had so much good work, finished pieces that we were really proud of, but didn't have the chance or the opportunity or structure to be able to showcase it in the way that we wanted. So Austin and I put our brains together, and I'll kind of let him break down how this series works.
Hey guys, I have an exciting announcement. We are starting a new series called Lab Cuts. We are working so hard on so many different client projects that sometimes I don't even see the final version that goes out to the client on maybe 80% of the stuff that we work on. And we wanted to change that. Even if we didn't get all the cinematic behind the scenes for our LaabTakes episode, we still want to share the final pieces and then include some breakdowns, some lessons learned, some director's commentary, and even bring in key members that worked on that project. I feel like we share our show reel once a year, and then maybe 1 or 2 LaabTakes have a really in-depth behind the scenes. I personally want to see more of that, and I'm sure you guys want to see more of the work we're putting out as well. So you can expect to see those hopefully every other week, depending on our workload, but give us some feedback. We just launched our first episode. You can check that out up here, and that's our new series, Lab Cuts.
That is a wrap on our video. Thank you guys so much for the support on our apparel, all of the content we've been putting out and everything. It means the world. If you haven't had a chance yet, please go check out our new website, filmlab.store. You can buy some apparel, you can support us that way. Some of the cheapest items are like 13 bucks. So that means a lot to us, but whether you're able to or not, we really appreciate the support, and we can't wait to see you guys in the next one. All right, dude, let's go hit some Call of Duty. Where are we dropping?
Yeah, I'll see this video edited fast.
Priorities, baby.